It's trick shot time!
Oh boy!
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Learning Trick Shots is a load of fun. This week we have an interesting one for you. It's a bit of a Masse shot, so a little more of an advanced trick shot for you. But it's relatively simple. It's one of the simpler Masses. So I have absolute confidence that you guys will be able to figure this out. I'm not going to go over the details as far as how to actually perform a masse and how that actually works because I did that in the first episode. So make sure to go back. If you haven't seen that one, make sure to go back and watch that episode so you can see how to aim the shots, how to figure out what the angles are that you want to hit with the masse, and where to actually hit on the cue ball and how to figure that out. I have a whole lesson on that in the very first episode that I did on this. Today, I'm just going over this particular trick shot, and going to be pretty quick about it, most likely. But if you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment. Ask me whatever questions you have about this particular shot. If you have any trouble doing it, let me know. I'll be happy to help you out best I can. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's trick shot. So this is a masse shot, a masse to escape basically a prison type situation. Like you see here, pardon me, on the setup, it's relatively pretty easy. Your cue ball is going to go right here in this corner. And if you notice, the tape around it right here on the table, I've actually got a couple pieces of plastic up underneath there. Stefano Palinga's cloth shields. They're relatively inexpensive and they work very well. Whenever you do masses or jumps, it's always a good idea to try and do something to protect the cloth, because these shots can damage the cloth if you don't know what you're doing. So I went ahead and put that down just to protect the cloth. But yeah, that's what that is, in case you're wondering. So the setup is, in this particular instance, I took and put up 6 balls, I believe it was, along that first diamond. Their edges are going right along that first diamond, as you notice here in the diagram. And then these 2 balls are sitting at the second diamond, about a diamond and a half out, with their line of centers going straight across the table. Then, of course, your 9 ball goes all the way down here in the opposite corner in the corner pocket area. And basically what's going to happen here is you're going to have to get the cue ball out of this prison zone and get it to curve down to hit the 9 ball. Sounds harder than what it really is, but let's pull up the execution and we can explain how that works. All right, so here's the execution. Essentially, with this particular shot, set up the way I have it, as you can see on your screen, you're going to be needing to do about a 4 o'clock spin on the cue ball, as you can see from the spin diagram. You're going to want to raise your cue to about 75 to 80 degrees, as you can see here, right? And you're probably going to want to try and use about a 4 rail speed on this because you're having to go the full length of the table, all right? And that's just to ensure that you can get outside of this blocked area out here into the open And it's also to make sure that the cue ball travels and gets up to at least somewhere around here before it starts to curve. So essentially middle of the table, right by the side pockets. All right. Make sure to stroke the cue ball smoothly when you're doing it, because that's going to make a huge difference in the amount of spin that you get. Because if you don't stroke it correctly, you're not going to get as much spin out of it, and the cue ball is just going to go wild on you. So make sure you get a nice, good, smooth stroke on this thing in order to make this happen. All right. So with that said, I'll let you go ahead and see this trick shot. And there you have it, guys. So one more time, just so you can see for yourself. You want to make sure to hit it with a 4-rail speed so you get it out to the center of the table before it actually starts to curve. And there you have it, guys. Masse shot to escape a prison that your opponent put you in. All right. It looks harder than what it really is. Once you set it up and you actually give it a couple of practice strokes and kind of get a feel for how that works, you'll find it to be pretty easy. It's actually one of the easier Masse shots that you can perform. But there have been times where this has actually come in handy for me in games. I actually won a match one time during a tournament because of this shot. I've won a few matches during leagues playing this shot. So this is just one of many different kinds of masses that I've actually done in leagues and in tournaments that have actually paid off dividends and helped me win matches and stuff when it looked like there wasn't any way out of it. So yeah, Masse is a great tool to have in your toolbox. You won't do them very often, but you will have opportunities to do them. So it's best just to be practiced up, be proficient and efficient with these shots before you actually need them in any kind of a game. One thing I did forget to mention to you, let me pull that screen back up real quick again. So on this, there is an aim point, right, in order to get out of the corner and out of that blocked area there. If you notice on the diagram, your aiming point is way down table, all right? So you're literally like aiming down here to get out of that blocked corner. So I just wanted to make sure I went over that before I close this out. So sorry about that, guys. It's been a busy day so far, and my brain is going 100 different directions at the moment, and I've still got to go out to the pool hall and meet up with somebody to do some practice and possibly do some instruction as well. But anyway, that's it. That's today's trick shot using the Masse stroke to escape a prison cell. So make sure, if you like the content, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you can get notified when future episodes are coming out. I have another 7 more that I'm working on right now, so those will be coming out over the next 7 weeks. Because I'm going to be focused on the Pocatello Open. It's going to be some pretty stiff competition, so I want to make sure that my game is in top shape for that tournament. But over the next couple of days, I'll be producing those and doing the post-production on them to get them out to you guys. So if you are liking this content, make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment for me, hit the notification bell so that you know when the next videos are coming out, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, guys? So with that said, you guys have a great day, great weekend, great week, and I will see y'all next week.